What's up, everyone? In today's video, I just wanted to talk about Holiday and how I think that this character is absolutely broken, and I think she needs a couple things reworked. First of all, I definitely think they need the arm time, like the time in between you could use like one barrel to the next barrel. You see what I'm saying? Like she needs that put on like at least a second, not point 0.3 or point 0.2 or point 0.1. Like it feels like it's no time. Like obviously it was never intended for yourself to be able to juggle someone forever. Like you can get perma stunned by Holiday, which should never happen by any character, especially by themselves. And the barrels do like 800 damage, so like you kind of just die. If you get hit by one, you just die, or if you get stomped, you die. It's a really unfun gameplay loop, and I think Holiday is one of the more intriguing new characters, and I think this is going to put a lot of people off from her just because of how annoying she is to play against, and I think they're probably going to nerf her severely. They're definitely going to... I think they should get rid of the knock-up on the barrels, just because like she already has a stun on her, whatchamacallit, her stomp on her jump pad, so like why does she need all of this extra... She doesn't need more CC. Like, I mean, like, imagine getting hit with, like, Geist Bomb and it knocked you up. Imagine getting hit with a Kelvin Nade and it knocked you up. Like, it doesn't make sense. I don't get it. I don't know why that ability needs CC on it, but I digress. I also think that they need to look at the amount of damage the keg can do itself. Like, I don't know. The spirit scaling on the keg is like, it's like 2 point something. Like, it's insane. Like, you buy improved spirit, and your kegs are doing like 500 damage. Like, that's a 3,000 soul item. That's not that much. But you could, like, honestly, I bet if you played from the start of the game, the first item you buy is Enchanter's Barrier, and the second item you buy is extra spirit, then you buy improved spirit, I think you would do well. I think the barrels are that good, but I digress. And she also has a lasso that like is an instant. If people know how to use it, like people know how to play Holiday. Like I played against one Holiday where they lassoed me, walked me into a corner, threw 3 barrels in the corner, and then I just die. You just die in a second. Like I think the biggest problem is that like it's so easy to do. Holiday is so easy to play. Like anyone can pick up that character and drop 10 kills. All you have to do is just hit people with barrels and they just die. Like even when, I guess a good comparison would be like Shiv, when Shiv was really strong. Shiv is still strong. Shiv will always be strong just because of how his kit works, but Shiv is an easy character to play. All you have to do is hold left click, or gun Shiv I should say. All you have to do is hold left click on someone's head, and then when they're red, you press your execute button, and they die. And Holiday's kind of easier than that. You just have to wait for someone to walk, like, you wait to find an advantageous spot, you stomp them, and then you just throw infinite barrels on them and they die. You can't lose a 1v1. It's not possible. It's literally not possible. Or you just or in a 1v1, you just lasso them and walk them into a corner and you just insta-kill them. Like, she has so many tools to do well. It's just like... And then you look at a character like Viper. I think Viper is going to be very good. I just don't think people figured out how to play Viper yet. I don't think anyone's figured out how to play anyone except for Holiday. And I don't even think Holiday's been like figured out yet. Like when characters are in Hero Labs, like no one takes the game seriously. People don't care about winning or losing. Like it's kind of a flawed system, the way they do it. I think it's good for like initial, but like I think it's really good that they released Magician like when he's not like fully ready, and like they're giving players the option to like play them. And now like we know, like we had all these characters in Hero Labs for so long, and like no one thought Holiday was a problem. No one did any of this Holiday stuff. Like once people care about winning and they start like trying to abuse certain things in the kits, that's when you figure out stuff that needs to get nerfed. Like, how was Holiday in Hero Labs for like 3 months and nobody knew that she could do this infinite barrel stun? Like, unless they changed something about her, but I mean, I could be wrong, obviously. I'm not a walking encyclopedia, but I don't know. I think it's a testament to the game needs to do Hero Labs for like a month, 2 months. Get like any like game breaking bugs, like get a little bit of balance in there, and then you put them in the real game. And then they need to preference, like when they release the character, like this was what Overwatch would do. They would say like, hey, the character's probably going to be a little bit strong, we are going to be looking to make changes to them. Like, you just have to tell people that, like, if the character's too strong, they will get nerfed, because it alleviates some of the unfairness that you feel when like the other team has the really good character, which I think is good. And I think they just need to add in the patch notes, hey, if something's really out of place, really bad, we'll do a hot fix, we'll do this, blah blah blah. And like, that's kind of part of the burden you take on when you release characters, in my opinion, is like, you have to be ready to make changes, because these characters are not, they're not balanced. Like, you don't know they're balanced yet. Like, people, I think a really good example was like, people didn't know how good Gun was, and then people started playing like every character Gun, and like Gun just would walk through every lobby. Like, it didn't even matter. Like, you could buy crazy bullet armor, like, it doesn't matter. Like, you're still gonna die to Gun. If you get ahead, Gun is literally insane, because it's just so consistent. But like, when I first started playing, everyone just played Spirit. No one played Gun, really. Like, you play Gun, but like not for real. Like, not like the way they are now. Like, people didn't know how good like Frenzy and Intensify and Mag were. That combo together is insane, by the way. But yeah, and like then eventually Gun gets nerfed, and like you kind of see what I'm saying. Like, people haven't figured out the broken stuff yet. Like, I guarantee you Viper's going to be, like, Viper already was broken. He got nerfed immediately, but, like, how is Holiday not getting nerfed? Like, I think Holiday is better than what Viper was. Like, Viper had to get ahead. Like, Viper at least had to get ahead. Like, Holiday, like, you also just can't land against Holiday, too. I didn't even mention that. Like, with the crack shot and then the barrel, like, she does so much poke that, like, you just have to, like, you just lose. You honestly just lose. I think she could be better than Mirage. Like, I think there's a world where Holiday's better than Mirage, because she has like crazy mobility too. Like, you can't run away from Holiday. Like, you can't hide behind your tower because she just jumps over it. Like, she has, okay, CC on her 1, movement ability on her 2, her 3 is like, her 3 is a huge damage burst. Whether you build Gun or Spirit, it's always going to do a ton of damage if you hit headshot. And then her 4 is a CC, and then her 2 is a CC too. She has 3 CCs. Why does a character have three crowd control abilities? That's not fair. I mean, I don't know about... It could be fair if, like, the barrels didn't do ungodly amounts of damage. So, yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to say. I think other people are thinking the same thing. So, let me know what you think.